Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre market session. And each morning we listen for stocks to be called out up here in Stream 1. And in these two scans, we want to see this breakout signal here pop up. That tells us we need to check that stock. Once we find a stock we're interested in, we want to check the current bar volume. We want to see a high volume flow here. It's not a specific number. We want to see a good battle going on between the buyers and the sellers. And at the same time, we want to see this money flow indicator shooting north. The green part of this line are buyers, the red part are profit takers or sellers. And when this is rising, we also want to see these tall bars in Dominator Master. The green bar represents buyers, the red one represents sellers. This yellow line is average volume. So if we have a green bar above the yellow line, that means more than average buyers are coming in or sellers. And if you are new here, watch these live streams many times before you put your hard earned money into it. You might want to trade on paper, write down your entry, your exit, and your results. If you continue to be profitable on paper, then trade small share size anywhere between 1 and 10 shares. And if you continue to be profitable with real money, the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size. Also, I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice or use any of my indicators. And over in your active trader, make sure your TIF is on EXT. That stands for extended hours in Thinkorswim so that you don't miss a trade. And happy pre Thanksgiving to everyone. And good morning, YouTubers. Thank you for joining me this morning. About 2.5 minutes to go. The scans have been pretty quiet this morning. Really not expecting too much to happen the day before Thanksgiving. Most people are probably traveling, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll have a rally bigger than we've ever had before. It's the stock market. No one really knows. My pleasure, Tyler.
UGL.
About 20 seconds to go. Make sure your TIF is on the XT. That is correct. Market closes on Friday at 1 p.m. Well, that looks pretty choppy there on ICU.
WOOF.
Let's try WOOF. Spiking up just a little to 341, but it has no volume. Not seeing anything moving. PW looking north, bouncing around a little bit. Does have some volume, but let's see what it does. Currently at $1.22.
WOOF.
Don't know what this one's going to do. Looks pretty weak to me. We do have two green labels popping up occasionally, but they
WOOF.
fade away quickly. Not seeing PW make any more moves. AEHL spiking up a little. Currently at 345. We do have green labels. Very little volume. And pulling back
WOOF.
down. WOOF seems to be the mover here. Let's see. WOOF up
YANG.
to 370 so far. Checking the volume on WOOF. It keeps pausing, and then a few people
VOIL.
sell or a few people buy. Money flow is now south, red dominator bar.
UGL.
Well, those three were movers, but they did not continue. AEHL, very choppy, spiking up and down. Volume is extremely low, not a scalping trade. AEHL looking north here. All of a sudden, some buyers come in, push it up a little bit, spiked up to 369, developing a tall wick on the top, so be careful. Spike up to 380. Let's see if we can keep it going. 382 for the high. 384, 387. I'm going to sell here. Only got 15
WOOF.
cents, a buck 50 for my part. Might be waiting a while, Milo. Sammy, if you go to announcements on these streams, you can just click the link and you know you're in the right place. I'll put up the recording later today. That takes editing and time. I didn't have time last night to do it. Left side or right side, Joe? AEHL still poking around up there at the top. Money flow is all over the place, though. I would not buy it up there. These two labels turn green, they'll probably push it higher. Nice trade, JC. Mr. Paul, you can submit a support ticket. They'll help you get it done. But be aware they are trading this morning. It probably won't be till after they get done trading, unless they get tired of waiting.
BOIL. UNG.
AEHL has not sold off. They could push it higher. Let's see if they can attempt to get it done. We need to break that 388 level, and we need green labels here. We have green bar coming in. Money flow is trying to go north.
UNG.
These labels will be very
BOIL.
critical to breaking that line. And happy Thanksgiving to the YouTubers. Really would like to have a good trade, at least one good one. I'll bet at $79 a month for what you get. I can't afford a Black Friday deal.
ETHD.
Gary, I got a dollar. I got 150 out of it. So you just right under me. Same to you, brother. Just trying to buy a breakfast
BOIL.
burrito this morning or two. Might have to buy the wife one. Just maybe. Usually the way that goes, I get none. Thank you, Carol. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Testing that 388 one more time on AEHL.
BOIL. BOIL.
Well, we broke through, but it's coming back down, it looks like. Hopefully they can keep it up there. We need these labels to remain green for another push. I'm not going to chase this $3 stock up any higher.
BOIL.
Is it still moving, Milo, or is it just one candle?
UNG.
All right, going to look at CJET. If you're in AEHL, put it on your screen.
BOIL.
CJET flying higher. $1.58 so far. Green labels, green money flow, green buyer bars above the yellow. $1.65 so far. Take profits on the way up. Don't wait for everybody to sell. Can't trade it. All right. We're going back to AEHL since it's unavailable on TOS. AEHL seems to be the strongest mover this morning. It has not sold off. I'll go ahead and, well, it's too late now. I was going to throw another line up there. I'll still throw it. Let's see if we break above that $4 range and continue to go. Need these labels to stay green. Nice trade, Greg T. A push up to 417 now. Thank you, AEHL. Thank you, Lord. And I did not buy it. I'm not getting in it again. Good job, you four. You gotta love these indicators. It's kind of like early warning. Hey, it's fixing to go. Are you in? That's kind of how I feel about this setup. And then I feel
BOIL.
really stupid for not getting in.
BOIL. UNG. ETHD.
Junket, if I want to see snow down here, I got to open the freezer door and scrape it off the walls. That's about as close as I can get.
BOIL. UNG.
If we had a snowplow down here, everybody would wonder, what is that? I've never seen one of those before. AEHL pulling back down to that $4 level. AEHL sell signal.
BOIL.
Well, I'm not seeing anything. Jay Wams, if you've already clicked on setup and imported the link, in order to find it, you click this little gear icon right here and you click customize. This window pops up. Search for the indicator right here. So make sure you watch the name of it once you import it. Once you find it in this list, move it over to the right. Then you can click on it and move it up or down, whichever way you want to put it. Once it's in the watch list, you can click on the name of it, drag it left or right, or you may have to even widen the column. If you get on one of these little lines, you can widen the columns. And if you've imported Smart Candles Pro and you can't get it on your chart, hit Studies, Edit Studies, type Smart Candles or SCP, whatever the name is here, move it over to your
UNG.
chart, and it'll be right here and it'll show up for you.
BOIL.
That's why I was doing support, Milo, so a stock would move. 209 now on AMBR. Every time I get sidetracked, a stock moves. And we can't trade it, U4 says.
UNG.
Let's try UNG.
BOIL.
UNG has no volume. LNAI has no volume. BOIL keeps popping up occasionally. It has very low volume. Occasionally a buyer comes in.
BOIL. UNG. BOIL. BOIL. UNG.
Good job, Randy.
BOIL. UNG. BOIL. UNG.
BOIL, continuing to have that occasional buyer come in. AMBR is not available on toss. If you are unaware, BOIL is a natural gas ETF. This winter, it will be rising. SPRC, thank you, Gary, spiking up to 316.
SPRC.
Let's see if it'll fly. Hopefully, it doesn't dump. Watching the labels here, they are green. We have a green money flow. We have green
SPRC.
dominator bars. Still quite a bit jumpy. Be very careful here. Very
SPRC.
quick spike to the top and immediately back down. That's a scary thing right there. Might be pump and dump, so be careful. Money flow headed south really hard. Flipping back around. Hopefully, some more buyers come in and push it higher. Money flow back down south. Not looking too promising at this level. A lot of sellers taking advantage of that spike upwards. Going to go ahead and set a level there at 330. If we break 330, it'll probably run up again. Testing that 330 and pulled right back down. Good job. Greg T, Mosby, Gary, Autumn Rain. All right, testing that 330. Let's see if the buyers can come in strong enough to push it up. Looking for two labels, green. Looking for money flow to turn around too. Looking nasty right now. We did have a big seller bar on that previous candle. And the sellers currently active. Still pulling backwards. Still has sellers on board. Thank you, Mark Woods. Happy Thanksgiving. Nice save there, Tyler. I'm not going to chase these fast spikers this morning like this one. This was a good example of what I don't want to trade. AEHL looking north. Getting a buy signal on SPRC, but it needs to break that 330 level.
BOIL.
It may push up and retest that 330 level. That would be another 10 or 15 cents.
TSLT.
There's 7 different triggers that make these buy and sell signals pop up. So once they pop in, once all those signals match, it'll throw a B. But if we lose the match, it will disappear. So everything has to line up in this indicator to keep that B up there. Everything up here works on trigger points. If all the trigger points are not in alignment, it will change. Retesting that 330 that I called out earlier. Let's see if we can find enough buyers to break through it. Money flow's looking really weak. Need a tall green bar here and some green labels that we don't have. Buyers are keeping it up. Taller bar. Are we trying to break through here? We need all of this to shift in our favor. It needs to be headed the other way, not down. See you later, Dan. You have a great Thanksgiving. God bless.
TSLT. TSLL.
Amen, YouTube, and good morning to you, brother. All right, testing that 330. The buyers are getting anxious here, trying to push up SPRC, correction. Let's see if they can keep the push going. Money flow has reversed. It's trying to look north. We did get a buyer bar. Can they keep it going is the question. We need green labels here for the push. Another green dominator bar will push us higher and it'll flip these labels green. We got a red one instead. All right, YouTubers, I hung in there as long as I could for you. That free hour is up. Don't forget to hit the like button for me if you like what you see. I want to wish each and every one of you a very happy Thanksgiving. Don't forget to say your prayers. I will not be trading on Friday. I'm going to take that day off. So I will see everyone on YouTube on the following Monday. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. I hope you learned a little bit or earned a little bit. As of now, have a great one. God bless. I am out.